Well, welcome to another episode of Cooking in the Community Kitchen, where we cook delicious recipes and have flavorful conversations. My name is Judy Anderson, and I will be your host for today's episode as we cook up chicken fajitas. I want you to please give a warm welcome to my guest, TJ Crafter. TJ is not only the president of the Calgary Produce Marketing Association, but he's a great fellow, works so hard at Cisco as well, and is a beautiful friend to the community kitchen. So welcome, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Judy.
Oh, so you know, we usually just kind of get right into the cooking part, but as you chop the tomatoes, if you would tell us a little bit about the whole produce marketing, all the segments of that, because when I read it on the website, I was really impressed by how many layers are really covered under the CPMA.
Yeah.
If you will, please.
Yeah, it's quite amazing, actually. I mean, most people they think about produce, they think about, what do I buy at the market? What do I buy at the grocery store? What am I putting in my salad? But I think a lot of people don't really look at where does it come from?
That's right.
Or maybe the country of origin, or how did it get to said destination before they end up going to buy it. So a lot of what we do with the Calgary Produce Marketing Association is really promote produce, promote really the eating of produce, the consumption of produce, as well as we want to focus on sustainability, because that's obviously a major part of everything that we do. Without the sustainability, then we don't really have produce, we don't really have the organization.
That's right.
But yeah, it's very interesting. It gets really interesting when we're dealing with the other one that people sort of forget is the environmental factors. So things like heat waves, hurricanes, ice storms, because it really can slow down either the crop, the item, or how long is it going to take to get to us?
Exactly. You know, we've seen so much food insecurity this last year with COVID, and I don't think we've ever appreciated our produce wholesalers and providers as much as this year, as well as obviously your sponsorship of the community kitchen. How great is that? So
yeah, it's our pleasure.
It really is just wonderful. And you know, we sort of get to double dip with TJ, because when he works at Cisco, he's so gracious and their team to be able to donate to our SPINS program. And that is where social agencies come on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they are able to pick up all kinds of produce and tinned goods, etc., and then take them back to work with their people that are in need. And most of them leave here with literally a van full of items, and they'll go back and feed 200 to 400 people. So it really is an extremely exciting sort of circle, a full circle.
Yeah, we just want to obviously make sure that we're mitigating the food waste and getting it to people who need it, exactly as you mentioned.
Exactly.
And I think as it sort of started a bit small and then took off and increased rapidly. So
exactly.
Yeah, great partnership.
So we are thrilled with that. So I'm going to sort of get right at this. I have my chicken cubed with the juice of 1 lime, and then I also put in a teaspoon of the fajita seasoning. So we're gonna just dump this in the pan, and that's good. And now in my seasoning mix here, I have got 4 teaspoons of chili powder. I put in 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of a combination of sweet and smoky paprika, 2 teaspoons of white sugar, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, and about a ½ teaspoon of cayenne. So we're hoping to give it a little bit of heat, but you know, not too much that it offends anybody if they're not into spicy food.
Well, they can just add some more avocado to cool it down.
Exactly. Now you were sharing with me a great tip about making guacamole, and who doesn't want to eat guacamole when they're having fajitas?
Yes, yeah, we were talking about what do you do when an avocado, or your guacamole or an avocado is starting to oxidize and go brown. If you're making guacamole, most people will put some citrus in there, but really you want to put the pit of the avocado, save it, put it in at the bottom, put your guacamole on top, and it should last, the oxidization should help subside a bit. So really you'll get like at least an extra day out of it.
Wow.
So that's quite nice, because usually you put it in the fridge, you start getting that layer of brown on it, hopefully most people just mix it in and
That's right.
hope that no one notices, as opposed to just scraping it and throwing it away. So
Well, we don't want to waste, but I just think that that's such a great tip for our viewers, and we hope that, not only are you going to tune in and hear what we're doing for recipes, but some of these other tips are just really, really wonderful as well. We'll get back to the rest of the recipe in a moment, but first I want to quickly share something with you. Here in Alberta, 1 in 10 families struggle with food insecurity. That means 10% of our population has to make the hard decision between whether to pay their rent or buy groceries. No one should have to make that choice or wonder where their next meal is going to come from. The Community Kitchen started the Good Food Box program 20 plus years ago, and for as little as $25, anyone can purchase a 20 to 25 pound box of fresh fruits and vegetables for their family. The savings that we are able to provide, thanks to our produce partners, is about 50% of the price you would pay at the grocery store. But unfortunately, that sometimes still isn't quite enough. If you would like to make a donation and gift a Good Food Box to a family in need, visit the link in the description below and make a donation today. Help us make sure that families in Alberta don't have to choose between paying their rent or paying for groceries. If you would like to learn more about how you can purchase a Good Food Box for yourself or someone you know, we will also have a link to the Good Food Box program in the description below. On behalf of everyone at the Community Kitchen, thank you in advance for your generosity. Now, let's get back to the show. So if I can get you just to turn this just onto low, please.
Okay.
And then we're going to warm up the tortillas at one point.
okay, we'll keep it on low.
And so we're just so excited. One of your upcoming events, of course, is the Fall Harvest Sale at Heritage Park on September 11th and 12th. And other than the half your plate dinner, I would have to tell you that the Fall Harvest is hands down my favorite event.
Yes.
Because I love to cook big, as people that have been tuning into us have figured that out. And I think it's just beautiful to be outside and just the fresh air, and then this huge variety of fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
So if someone is watching us and has never been to the Fall Harvest, could you just give us a little overview of what you think that this will look like, especially this year with maybe some of the restrictions being lifted a little bit?
The Fall Harvest Sale, it's been at Heritage Park for over 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is quite amazing. Every year we try to make it a little bit bigger, a little bit better. It's a great opportunity where we have all of our member partners come together. And they graciously donate
Yes.
a large quantity of produce for us to be able to host this large outdoor sale. So it's outdoors, obviously in the sunshine, which is what we like. And everybody has an opportunity to come and acquire a large variety of produce
Right.
that they may not have tried before, or they may be looking for a deal, because we always have some good deals. So really just brings people together, and it's focused only on produce. So that's, really helps our organization. But we're really raising money as well for charity. So, and that's obviously we obviously will donate some to our friends at Community Kitchen, which every single year we love doing that.
Absolutely.
The Heritage Park Historical Society, as well as very important to us, the Alberta
Or
Children's Hospital. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we are just so very, very grateful for the donation, and just that, through the good and the bad times at the CPM,
Yeah.
we have really been there for the Community Kitchen. So to my chicken, I'm going to add 3 peppers. I've got a yellow, an orange, and a red into there.
Beautiful colors.
And I'm going to add actually some celery, and this just came from when we were, there we go. When we were camping, we had, clean out the fridge night before you come
Yeah.
home. And so I had some celery, and actually I had some corn on the cob, and I stripped down the corn, added a little bit of that to the fajitas, and we had family fajita night. So there's just no limit to what you can put into this dish, and like I say, use things up and just really enjoy the time and the conversation while you're waiting for everything to cook through.
Yeah, well, it also adds that nice crunch to it.
It really does. It really does.
Yeah. The corn would have been great in
The
there too.
corn was really
Yeah.
a great addition. And if this kind of spills over, well, we'll worry about that later on, right?
That's just called cooking.
It is
Yeah.
called cooking. And so the fall harvest, I know that last year that people needed to book their time spot and the tickets. So how will that read as well this year?
This year, with the easing of restrictions, we're hoping that we can kind of go back to our regular scheduled programming with the event, just where everybody can come to Heritage Park, line up early, get the tickets at the gate. But you know, pending certain changes, you know, it's just a wait and see.
Right.
So all the details will be posted through our social channels.
Okay.
Through our website, Instagram, on the Heritage Park website. They're also an amazing partner of ours as well to help us throw this sale every single year. So, yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Well, it will. It will be just fantastic. And I want to encourage people too to bring a wagon or something to be able to haul their produce.
Well, and people should probably be forewarned that the deals are very, very good. So,
incredible.
And we do it that way to obviously help people get to help actually anybody that is less privileged, anybody that's just looking to maybe try something but they don't really want to overspend money, and even through COVID with all the different changes, you know, everybody's at different financial levels in their life right now. So, you know, we'll still be there with great deals, just making sure that we can help.
Absolutely. Well, I think the deals are phenomenal, and for anyone too that likes to do a big cook or whatever, it's the perfect time to be able to buy in bulk with your friends. And you see lots of people come together and they've got these great big lists, and you're going to go over here and you're buying 5 things on the list, and I'm going to go over here and then be together. So it's just it's a real happy place. It's a beautiful spirit, and I think it's one of those things that as Calgarians and what we have been through with COVID, I think it'll even bring us all closer, and we're so thrilled to be able to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to add now another teaspoon of my seasoning just into this. And then I think we just need it to cook down just a wee little bit, and then we'll have a little taste and make sure that we've got enough. And then when that is, or well, maybe we'll give it just another couple of minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll get this just about moving around here, I think.
Yeah.
I think I should have probably bought did a wok with this. Might have been a little easier than my frying pan, but anyway, we won't worry about it. I think another thing that I really loved when I was on your website was your mission statement about the fresh fruits and vegetables, that you hope that the community would have that on every plate for every meal.
Yes.
And that just so embraces also the philosophy of the community kitchen and with the Good Food Box, that we want that availability for healthy fruits and vegetables to be there and affordable, and like I say again, available to everyone. So if you want to just taste it and tell me if you think it needs a little bit more of the rub or a little bit more. And I like to keep the vegetables pretty crisp.
Yeah.
But if you like them cooked more, I'm okay with that as well.
I think that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, a little more of the rub.
Let's do a little bit more of the rub.
Okay, all right.
I was worried that it might be a little bit spicy, but it's very mild.
Okay, well that's great.
Good. Yeah.
And what about cilantro? Are you good with cilantro or not so good?
I am good with cilantro.
Okay.
Although I think it's one of those kind of hated herbs.
Exactly,
But
exactly. It's like love it or hate it, right?
I'm a love it type of guy.
Well, perfect. Well, I'm going to put just a little fresh cilantro in here as well, and then I think we are.
And that's just the great things with herbs too, right? It adds that the freshness, the brightness.
That's right, and just a whole different sensation in your mouth, right?
Yeah.
In your palate.
Yeah.
And normally, you know, we don't actually cook with any protein in our recipes because we don't have protein in the Good Food Box. But this year we are not doing the Good Food Boxes in August, just in July. And that was a request from the city of Calgary to help people again just through COVID.
Yeah.
So we are really honored that we are able to offer the Good Food Boxes in July. And then of course we'll resume again in September. So if you care to just warm that up for us, I think then we're going to be in really, really good shape.
Our lovely gluten-free tortillas as well.
Exactly, exactly. Well, and you know, that's another reason why I make my own, the fajita seasonings, because I do like things that are natural, not a lot of filler. And it just, then I know the ingredients are pure in what I serve to people that have any sort of an intolerance. Well, thank you so much for heating up that tortilla.
You're welcome.
So I think we're going to put it right here on our plate.
There you go.
Excellent. And then we're just going to add some of our fajita mix. And we know we all eat with our eyes, so we want this to look pretty, taste good, look good.
Great colors.
Great colors. I hope that that's going to sit nice. Well, maybe not. There we go. Well, we're going to add a little bit of sour cream on the top here. We will add some cheese. And we will put cilantro maybe on, because I was always taught that you put, if you've got herbs, that you do put a little smattering on the top, so people can know that if they are allergic or they don't like it, then they can just pull it out as well, right? So we'll put some of these tomatoes. And I think that that looks pretty good. What do you think?
It looks great.
Any improvement?
Do we want to put any avocados on top?
Oh, absolutely. And thank you so much for doing this beautiful job of slicing these all up.
You're welcome.
They just look amazing. So absolutely, we'll put a slice there. Make it look like it's got a little smile happening there.
Happy
There we
food,
go. We
happy
got
people.
happy food, happy
Yep.
people is right. Well, here we go.
Excellent.
Thank you so much. Well, it's been such a pleasure to have you come. And as we have a couple of bites here, I think we need to do a toast, because one of the lines from the CPMA is also from the farm gate to the plate. So what could be more appropriate? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, Judy, that's strong.
Well, you can't tell anybody at the
Oh.
kitchen, you know,
Yeah.
it'll be our little secret.
Thanks.
What about a few chips?
Sure.
Okay. And then, you know what? We've got a surprise guest.
Yes, we do.
And so we really do want to welcome the one and only Freggie. Woo!
Hi, Freggie.
Oh, wow. So tell me a little bit about how Freggie started and what Freggie really does.
Well, Freggie is part of our school program, and he helps us go out to schools and educate youth
Okay.
on fruits and vegetables.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't like a strawberry nose, a broccoli head?
Absolutely. And a nice purple costume to go along with
Yep.
it. Wow. Well, it's a pleasure to have you join us. And I know that you are loved by the children in school. And that sometimes I know that you do come out with the Superstars program. And they really appreciate your support as well. So thank you so much, Freggie. Keep up the good work and help us to try to have these children eat healthy fruits and vegetables. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Appreciate the support.
What a good sport he is to come and join us.
Very kind of him. Very kind of him.
Oh,
He's a busy guy.
well, I see that you've got yours all wrapped up so nice. I should probably be tucking this in here instead of trying to eat it like that, but I'll try my best. So let's see what these first couple of bites taste like.
I'm excited to try your seasoning.
Well, are you going to give it one thumbs up?
Oh, it's 2 thumbs up.
I think it's just all that beautiful flavor all coming together, isn't it? It really is a beautiful treat.
The
I
different
think
textures is great.
We take it for granted too that we have this beautiful food available to us, and I think that during COVID and as we move forward, that we always want to be so mindful that there are those that don't have the privilege of eating healthy fruits and vegetables all the time. And that's why we do want to encourage people to go online, find a good food box depot that's close to you, and start back in September buying a beautiful box of fruits and vegetables at such a super affordable price. And I also want to give a big shout out to H&W Produce, who has given us all these beautiful fruits and vegetables for our display, as well as our cook. And of course, they're one of your partners in your chapter as well.
Yes, great partner.
And so we feel very grateful and very blessed that we can have this time together, that we can share great food and great conversation. And I hope that you will just share a little bit about what's next. What's after the fall harvest?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what's going to come next.
Well, towards the end of August, we have our golf tournament,
Okay.
which is a great event. We bring everybody together for that. And then the fall harvest sale, September 11th and 12th at Heritage Park.
Okay.
We're following that up a couple weeks later with a picnic in the park at the zoo, or
Oh.
picnic in the garden. Where it's another community outreach initiative where obviously want to bring people together after the zoo closes
Okay.
for a little bit of an intimate, cocktails, appetizers, sort of stand-up event.
Okay.
And really just looking for, we obviously want to host some events where we can kind of bring people back together because everybody's kind of been so far apart for COVID. Obviously, we do everything in accordance to AHS, and
absolutely.
100% public safety is our number one. But just any event where we can get people together, talking about produce, raising money for charity,
Exactly.
and if we can we're going to do that one at the zoo.
Okay. And celebrating your 30th anniversary
Yes,
as well,
thank
right?
you.
I mean,
Yes.
that is just so impressive.
Yeah, it's also we're also celebrating the International Year of the Fruit. Well, fruit
Right.
and vegetable, but yeah, it's a big international. It's like the internationally recognized day for fruits and vegetables. We do have a day, not just Avocado Day or
Okay.
Red Pepper Day. There is a day that's dedicated to both of them. So
Okay.
yeah, we're happy to celebrate that one. Yeah, we also have our the fall harvest dinner.
Yes.
So that's another big one. So all the details again will be shared on our social media channels and through our partners. The one at the Calgary Zoo, one at Heritage Park. So
Okay.
just follow along to the Calgary PMA on Instagram, and you'll stay tuned with all the future events we have.
Well, we just we thank you. I thank you so much for joining us, for sharing your knowledge, the great tip about the guacamole. I wouldn't have ever figured that one out. And so I just I thank you for your support of the community kitchen and our programs. And I invite you to come back. You're so great. The avocados, the stirring, everything. It's like, wow, I could definitely be replaced. I can see that.
No,
So
yeah.
Anyway, I do thank you for
pleasure.
your time.
Yeah, my
Take
pleasure.
care.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sunday Nordine. I'm the CEO of Community Kitchens. I'd like to thank you for tuning into this episode. If you would like more information or would like to give a donation, you could go to ckpcalgary.ca.